If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Open Mic America. We're so excited to see you this Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, depending on where you are in this country. And we are excited to put on this great show for you tonight. We have 8 wonderful performers, and we have 3 lovely staff members here tonight. My name is Laura Piel-Bordowitz. I will be your MC tonight. We have our interviewer, Robert Edgar. And we also have our engineer and founder, Capo Dave Williams, with us today. We are so excited to get you all of these wonderful performers from all over the country. As you may know, our mission at Open Mic America is to support your local open mics, where you go in person to see your local songwriters performing their original music. And tonight, thanks to technology, we get to travel all around the country, seeing those same performers in their very own homes. Without gimmicks or frills, this right here is the beating heart of American music. It's that tapestry of story and song that's been weaving us together for generations. And we have 9 different states represented tonight between the performers and the staff. And tonight, our performers are going to be Dave Fiebert from Wallingford, Pennsylvania, Bunny Barnes from Sellersville, Pennsylvania, Glenn Merschel from Monroe, North Carolina, Mike Simpson from Saratoga, California, Marilyn Walker from Boulder, Colorado, Tracy Newman from Los Angeles, California, Tom Maynard from Thompson, Connecticut, and Joseph Isaacs from Columbia, Maryland. It's going to be real exciting to hear all of their songs tonight. And so I think without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to bring up our first performer of the evening, Dave Fiebert from Wallingford, Pennsylvania. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Laura. I'm going to start out with a tune called A Voice. Went riding out one moonless night when times were dark and dusty. Nothing seemed to turn out right. No one dared to trust me. There came my way from somewhere far suspicious sounds of laughter. I pulled aside and parked the car, not sure what I was after. A voice this time of someone old, a voice in rhyme and measure. I listened close for what it told, as if in search of treasure. But words were not the sounds I heard as the voice addressed me. My hands grew numb, my vision blurred. The voice had come to test me, to test me. Stood my ground as best I could, not knowing what befell me. Something mattered, something that are good, but who was this to tell me? I closed my eyes and took a breath, hoping to awaken from the fear of certain death, had I been forsaken. But the words were not the sounds I heard as the voice addressed me. My hands grew numb, my vision blurred. The voice had come to test me, to test me. the sense of sounds I hear comes to me more clearly. I feel the truth in what I hear and take my days more dearly. And when I ride on moonless nights and darkened times possess me, without regard to what seems right, I know the voice that tests me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very good, Dave.
Great song.
All right, one more. This is on the lighter side of the ledger. This is called Dig This Davis. I think you'll dig this, Davis. You've been known to discern what makes some folks go crazy and others return. The reason's straightforward, but the lessons confuse. I think you'll dig this, Davis. You got nothing to lose. I think you'll dig this, Davis. Try it on for size. Well, don't you look handsome? A sight for sore eyes. Hammond will press it, guarantee it for life. I think you'll dig this, Davis. And so will your wife. Yeah, 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 yeah. So will your wife. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think you'll dig this, Davis. Just listen to me. I've got the keys to the city plus an advanced degree. I've been known to predict with great accuracy the feast and the famine, so listen to me. I think you'll dig this, Davis. I can tell you agree. You won't find better by land or by sea. The deal of the century awaits your green light. It's right there before you in sharp black and white. I think you dig this, Davis. I'll say it one more time, but you can't have it, 'cause I changed my mind. Yeah, 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 yeah. Changed my mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. La, la. Thank you.
Great way to kick off the show. I can't speak for Davis, but I certainly dug that. And now I'll pass you over to our lovely interviewer, Robert.
Hey, Dave.
Evening or good afternoon to you, I think, out there. How you doing, Robert?
Yeah, somewhere in between there. I'm
Okay.
doing fine. I hope you are too.
I'm doing well.
So, both of these are songs about being in the moment, kind of in the moment of choice or reception or expectation. But as the song goes on, as they go on, the depth of field seems to shorten and get down to just the moment of whatever will happen. Were you thinking of that, of somehow focusing on a moment of choice?
Well, I've got a co-writer. So what happens with these two songs were his lyrics, and I came up with this chord progression, and then in the first one about a voice, we worked on that one together, and we just tried to determine, like, what is his voice, what is going on, and what is this escapade that he's going through, and so it's more of the mystery, involved in the mystery of things. And the second one, the Davis tune, that was sort of a rap that he sent me, and he's a radio guy himself, so he's got a nice grovelly voice. And then I just took it and I said, well, let me see if I can turn this into a tune. So we cranked it up and put out some chords, and off we went. And so Davis happens to be one of my nicknames, so he's just dig this
Oh, okay.
Davis.
Dave Davis, that makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah. Um, so do you usually do the music in combination with a co-writer who does lyrics?
Yeah, yeah, off and on. I'll get something together and I'll send it up to him, and he'll send it back to me, and so we could send. Then we end up sharing some stuff. Some stuff, like during the pandemic, for some reason, I just happened to crank out songs that he liked. Right
Uh-huh.
away. He goes, "That's good. That's done." He goes, "I don't have to touch that one." So so some of them are just all my pen, and but most of them we try to share. I like the collaborative aspect of writing music. I think it's a richer experience. So
Uh-huh. That
I enjoy that.
and have you written with collaborators who are also contributing to the music?
I haven't done that yet. I'm in a
Uh-huh.
trio, and so I've got some other writers that work in the trio that I'm in, but I haven't leaned into them as yet. But
Uh-huh.
I guess either I'm greedy or shy. I don't know which, but
Yeah, probably
uh,
greedy.
yeah, we'll see if that'll come to pass.
How about improvisation? Do you have that going on with the trio when you play?
Actually, we don't. We bring songs that we've written, and then we add songs. We add our covers to it. Um, so we haven't
Uh-huh.
really collaborated. We haven't had the time to collaborate on a song. But you
Uh-huh.
know, I'm working on a couple of new ones that I'm gonna either just unload or send it off to my partner and see what he wants to do with it. Usually I send it off to him, and he goes, We got something here. You know how it is, and let's work with this.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by this? Which direction you're going to go in. So you know how it is.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Well, there's so many ways of making music and composing and coming up with lyrics that bang against it and everything. That's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's really interesting.
yeah. The creative aspect of the music is amazing to me. It's just I don't know. You don't know where some things kind of come from, and then they get out of control. They might take off in their own direction, and then you have to follow it. So
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah, that's
then you put it away for a day and come back and see what you wrote the first day. It's like, oh, that's still good. Or it's like, no, that's terrible.
I one of the things that I find is while I'm writing, if I'm working with someone or sometimes on my own, if I'll write them and then play them a couple times and then change them and then have to get the new lyrics all afresh and not sing the old ones but the new
Yep.
ones. And
Yeah, you got to get things start to match up. They got to start to line up. So,
yeah,
yeah, I'm working
uh-huh,
on a new one. I started one today. So, and I started off with just a nice little couple of lines, and I thought, well, this might have this kind of melody. So then I started to add a melody. So
uh-huh,
now I'm kind of writing them simultaneously now. So see where
nice.
it shifts tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Oh, excellent. Well, I hope to hear it.
Yeah.
I hope you'll come back here and share them with us, and we'll see how
Okay.
they go.
Yeah, I'll give that a
See
shot.
that vector. Hey, thanks a lot, Dave. I'll see
You're
you
welcome,
again.
Robert. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right, let's give one more round for Dave. What a great way to kick off the show. And now we're gonna actually stay in the same state, kind of rare for this show for two in a row, but we're gonna go over to Sellersville, Pennsylvania to go with Bunny Barnes. And Bunny Barnes, you can actually hear her on Music Makers open mic, which is on the third Monday of the month, as well as the Philly Folk Song Society, which is on the third Wednesday of the month. So that third week, Bunny is pretty busy, but thankfully, we've got her this time. So Bunny, take it away.
Thank you for having me tonight. It's a real pleasure to be here with all this great talent tonight. I decided to play a couple originals for you. I'm new to songwriting, and I'm an instrumental fingerstyle guitarist, so I don't sing, but my guitar sings for me. And this first tune I wrote for my husband right after the pandemic. I wrote it. We had taken a ballroom dancing class. And during the pandemic, we were sitting around getting fat, and I'd said, "Come on, honey, let's do some exercise. Let's do some ballroom dancing right here in this den." We were doing cha-cha and jitterbug, and so I wrote him this waltz for Honey.
Check your original sound, buddy.
Oh, right. How did that get off? Wow. It just
Zoom likes to do that.
good old Zoom. Here, let's try it again. Take two. Waltz for Honey.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Thanks so much.
Beautiful.
Really great, Bunny.
Appreciate that. Thank you. So this next tune, I always wanted to write a rag, and technically it's not really a rag because I've learned that a rag actually has 4 sections and this only has 3. So I have a choice. Either I can write another section or I can just call it a rag because it's my song. And I had the pleasure of playing it for Tommy Emmanuel at one of his meet and greets. And he was very kind. He said, wow, that's really good, Bunny. Would you like to play it on stage tonight? Well, I'm not going to say no to Tommy. So, of course, I played it on stage in front of his audience of 1,200 people at the Majestic Theater in Gettysburg. And it was what an amazing experience. And thank goodness the lights were so bright, I could only see the first 2 rows. It was terrifying. So here's my rag, BB's rag. please, Rag.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that was so alive. I was grooving the whole time. So
Thank you.
fun.
I love watching you guys. Yeah.
All right, Robert, she's all yours.
Hey, nice to
Howdy.
meet you, Bunny. Lovely to hear you playing.
Thank you.
Not only the grace of the melody and counterpoint, but the technical achievement on the playing is just wonderful.
Thank
to
you.
hear. I mean, it brings it all together. How long have you been playing?
I played guitar since I was 16, but I used to sing and accompany myself. And then 2007, I had a bout with vocal cord cancer, and I can't use my voice went from 2.5 octaves to about 5 notes. And so with the help of Tommy Emmanuel and his inspiration, I let my guitar be my voice. So I've been playing instrumental since 2008.
I was going to ask if your inspirations were guitar-based or across different musical instruments. What do you listen to?
Well, sometimes it's pretty depressing for me to hear vocalists because I can't do it anymore. But I was always into instrumental guitar. I started with Doc Watson. And so it goes back to when I was in my teens that I always listened to instrumental guitarists. And I guess it's just lucky for me that I did and that I enjoyed that. And now people like Tommy and Lawrence Juber and Richard Smith, Chet Atkins, of course, all these great instrumental guitarists are really my heroes.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like you are calling on all of them as you play. That sounds lovely.
Absolutely.
A technical question.
Yeah.
Many of us can recognize a rag when we hear it, but what are the fundamental attributes that make something a rag?
Oh, there's one main theme that's repeated in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. And then there are other sections that branches off from it. Usually there are 4 sections. Mine only has the 3, the
As you
main
said.
and the
Yes.
2. And if you go back to Scott Joplin, you can listen to real rags.
Because
They're mostly done on piano.
yeah,
It's not easy to do them on guitar.
that's what I was thinking when I was hearing your playing. I mean, there are obviously people who do them well, but
Thank you.
I was thinking, okay, what is it about the relation of, say, the melody to the bass, different things that.
Well, that really all has to do with fingerstyle guitar, not necessarily rags. But this style of playing, you play the melody with your upper finger, with your ring finger mostly, ring and middle, and then your bass with your thumb, and the chords in the middle. So you're basically playing what's done on a piano on the guitar.
You do it well.
I would like to mention something if I could.
Please.
I wanted to tell you about my CD because I up to a couple years ago, I only did covers, and I would arrange different tunes because I play restaurants and wineries, and they don't want to hear originals; they want to hear covers. And so I did a whole CD of covers with my arrangements, and I'm really proud of it. So I wanted to show it to you. It's called "It Goes Like It Goes," and I have it in CD form. And for people who say to me, "Oh, I don't have a CD player anymore," it's also available in USB format, which includes a photo gallery and videos. And I'm really proud of it because it won the Album of the Year from the National Thumb Pickers Hall of Fame in 2022. So I really wanted to tell people about that.
And so we can see www.bunnybarnes.com. Is that where to go to get one?
Absolutely, yes, you can. And it's also available on Bandcamp for download, and it's on Spotify and Apple and all the main streaming platforms.
Oh, that's great. What are some of the covers that you have on there?
Oh, what a wonderful world. I'll See You in My Dreams, 8 Days a Week, It Goes Like It Goes is the title of it. And that was the theme to Norma Ray. And the reason I chose that is during my struggle with cancer, that tune was playing in my head over and over again because it's about Norma Ray's struggle to help the unions achieve equal pay and better working conditions. And the main line in the chorus is, maybe what's good gets a little bit better and maybe what's bad gets gone. And so I took that line and I applied it to my own life, my cancer, and I had to arrange that. It was the first tune I had to arrange when I knew I was going to make a CD. Yeah, I'm really fortunate to have a group of friends in Nashville, the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society, and the Kentucky Thumbpickers, who are really all behind me and helping me do what I do.
Oh, lovely. Well, we are all lucky that you are here this evening. And
Thank you. I'm the lucky one to be here.
Thanks. And please come back and keep playing. It sounds like you will be doing that, whether I request that or not. But I look forward to
Thanks so much. It's my life now. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Bunny. And for anyone who is watching right now who's like, oh my gosh, what was that website? Where do we find them? Never fear. Not only is the live stream going to be on our YouTube channel to watch later, but you can go to our website, openmicamerica.com, where we will have links to all of the performers as well as all of the links that they've shared with us so that you can find them and listen to their music and support them, because that's what music is all about, us supporting each other and listening to those new releases. I can't wait to have your CD on in the background during my next birthday, Bunny. That sounds fantastic. But for now, we're going to move on to our next performer. It's just one after another with great musicians. And this time we're going to North Carolina, Monroe, North Carolina, to visit Glenn Merschel. And Glenn also he's at open mics. He's got the Homebrew open mic in Monroe on the third Thursdays of each month. And tonight we get to see him here on Open Mic America. So Glenn, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
I'm ready. Thank you. Thank you. Look, great acts tonight. Look forward to hearing everyone. This first song is off my second album. It's about getting home safe in a storm. It was written on a wild night when my family was living in Florida. And it's called On the Run. So I hope you enjoy it. The General Motor roars through the night, cutting fog that clings to the earth, like a steel of a surgical knife. Such is my life. Oh, I wonder I can barely see the dashboard lights soaring through the countryside, and I see no billboards, no tourist sites. Such is my life. The engine screams like a horse that's run wild. Machine and man now is one. Drive me home like some hell's child. Devil's got me on the run. On the run. On the run. On the run. The night is black as cold ink. Is the day really so far away? No time for fear, I can hardly think, but the Lord shows me the way. I've only one thought on my mind as I slow the Oldsmobile down. Get home to my love, I'll somehow find. Devil's got me
Real nice.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
So this next one is I have strange dreams sometimes. Just, I suppose everybody does, right? But sometimes it's good to jot something down about it, and you may get a song out of it. So this one is like a dream I had about floating on a raft in the ocean. I am a scuba diver, so hopefully that doesn't happen to me, like lost in the middle of the ocean. But so this one's called "As the Dream Fades Away."
Weak and lonely one, I'll keep you warm, I'll keep you young in the dark of the night. Answers you, feel awoken from a dream. When the pain it hurts so much, woken from a scream. As you enter into the dream, fades away. Floating on the open sea, just you and me. Waves crashing all around, shivering you cling to me. As you enter into the dream, visions softly fade, staring as I float upstream. As the dream fades away. Has turned to day, sunlight shining where you lay, as the dream fades away.
Yeah, nice, man.
Very nice, Glenn.
Yeah. Oh, those are so fun. I love the energy of the first one, especially. That was great.
Thank you very much.
All right, Robert, I want to know more.
Hey,
Make him
Robert.
tell us stuff.
Oh, I have my marching orders here. What's that?
Thanks for having me on again. So
Oh.
it's great to be here. It's been a while.
It's
I broke
good
a
to hear you.
finger a few months ago, and I couldn't make a show, and I think it was May. I can't remember. So
That's a time you go for slide guitar for a while.
I'm sorry.
That's the time when you go to slide guitar for a while. You break your
Yeah,
finger.
exactly.
So there's always a backup on that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about the story behind your first song, "On the Run."
So I, I was actually driving an Oldsmobile, which I had in the song, but it was like a weird night in Central Florida. The sky was all purple, and
Uh-huh.
it's definitely storm coming. And, I just got home and made it home okay before it all hit the fan and just started, tinkering, that kind of thing. And
Uh-huh.
song came through. So sometimes you have those moments, which is nice.
Yeah, I grew up in Central Florida on the on Cocoa Beach over on the island,
Yeah, yeah.
and have a couple songs about the storms that were coming through. They kind of nudge you to pay attention to them,
That's true.
in
That's
that
true.
way. And
Yes.
they're songs often like yours that are from inside the storm, looking out.
Yeah, looking out. Right, right.
Mhm.
I got to try one from outside looking in next time.
Well, that's how most people see them, but for those of us who have been within some of those huge storms, they're impressive, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
and make us expressive, I guess. Um, as the dream fades away, it starts with
Yes.
a drone, almost like you
Yeah,
have.
you're right. It's kind of drony,
Uh-huh.
and
It's very
yeah,
nice.
I thought it would, it sounds okay on the 12 string to drone like that because really, you've got the strings in unison and they're kind of
Uh-huh.
all hitting together. So, I try to be like a mini orchestra, as it were, with those type of things.
Yeah, well, it works and it establishes something for the sound. The scale you pick and whatnot tells part of the story, and that.
Yeah, yeah, and I kind of mention this almost every show. I'm like, everyone out there, try, pick up a 12 string, get a halfway decent one, and just horse around. I mean, it's not. So many people are afraid of 12 strings. It's ridiculous. Even my open mics, I'm like, don't be afraid. Here, try. Just, and they're like, wow, that's different. And what's good about it is you can come up with different things to write about, and you may get a different perspective. So
Hmm.
I invite everyone to give them a try. So.
Oh yeah. Well, people like David Crosby did such a wonderful job with 12 strings, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is a
having.
good one. He's a good one. I kind of first heard him like while growing up with the Beatles and the Byrds and things like that, and then
Hmm.
people like Yes and Genesis and were using them, and I was like, wow, it's a kind of a unique thing to do, but it's limitations. It's hard to solo a lot of times, and it's look can be hard if you have a hard playing 12 string. You have to make sure it's set up the right way.
Oh boy, that's 100%. Yeah, I've had several. I've got how many do I have? Right now, I've got an electric and an acoustic,
Sure.
both 12 strings, and yeah, I love to go for them. It There's all sorts of lovely things about the sound and ways
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
you can bring the sound out of them. There's a lot in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been lucky to kind of make it my main instrument, for solo anyway,
Uh-huh.
solo stuff.
Yeah. No, that's lovely. Um, so when are you where do you play around where you are?
Well, I'm from Chicago, but I live in Monroe, which we're about an hour south of Charlotte. So I try to get in that area and a little bit into Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
breweries and restaurants and things like that. And have a cover band out here where we do covers and a couple originals we throw in, and we play about once a month. So just a part timer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, that's uh, it's not so far from the heart to the music when you're part timer. I think that can be a
Yeah.
very good thing. Um, and entirely off subject, but I just noticed you have an Alvarez and your 12 string there.
Yes, yes. So this one's a 1982. I just picked it up in Durham, North
Uh-huh.
Carolina. I had one in the 80s and it fell off a stand and it cracked the neck.
Uh,
I sold it and then I played a guild after that. And I don't know, I was going through a weird phase and I ended up selling the guild. So I found another Alvarez. So this one I'm going to stay with. It's pretty much a Martin D28 kind of copy,
uh-huh.
but handmade in Japan. If you Alvarez are nice guitars, but the Yayari are more intricate and more handmade, I think. So yeah,
Yeah,
check those out.
I noticed it, but my 12th string, my acoustic 12th string, is an Alvarez that I bought used
Ah,
in 1976, I think.
oh wow, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like
Hold
that.
on to that one. Is it the
So
jumbo or?
yeah, yeah, it's much like yours, Dreadnought, and um, but previous to the switch of the over to the icon that you have, and probably made differently in there. But yeah, I've used it. I used it as my main guitar for years, and I love it. So I still keep it here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you very much.
Lovely
Yeah,
hearing it.
I'm
The
looking
ribbon
forward to hearing
sounding.
everyone else this evening too. Great job, everyone. Sounds great. So
Thanks, Glenn.
take care.
Yes, thank you again, Glenn. Those are some amazing songs. All right, and next up on our list, we've got, wait, normally he's on the other side of this performance, but I guess we've got Mike Simpson, our very own. He's performing for us tonight. He's from Saratoga, California. And of course, you may have seen him on the Music Matters Showcase, another virtual open mic, or with the South Bay Folks virtual open mic, and Rick Merritt's open mic, which is on the second Saturday. So Mike, are you ready? You're on the spotlight tonight.
Okay, thank you. So, Open Mic America is focused on original music primarily, but it is allowable to play songs that are pre-1925, traditional songs and things written, in say 1919. And this is one of those, and it's a kind of folk song that has been popular for a very long time, called a murder ballad. And it's kind of what you would think from the name. And a lot of the murder ballads have a young, innocent girl being killed and dumped in the river, like banks of the Ohio kind of thing. And I don't favor those because I am an older guy and I don't feel that way about young girls. So this one is a little more of an even cut. The two protagonists are probably within a few years of each other's age. So this is a murder ballad called Duncan and Brady. Twinkle, twinkle on his chest a star. Along comes Brady in his electric car. Got a mean look right there in his eye. Gonna shoot somebody just to watch him die. He's been on the job too long. Duncan was tending the bar, and along came Brady with his shiny star. Duncan said, Brady, you are under arrest. No, Duncan shot a hole right in Brady's chest. You've been on the job too long. Old King Brady was a big fat man. The doctor looked down, took hold of his hand. He reached for his pulse. The doctor said, I believe to my soul, King Brady, you're dead, and he been on the job too long. Well, up on the hillside, 800 at hand, videos and vases of roses, standing around, 2 horses and a rubber-tired hack. Bring him down to the graveyard, it won't bring him back, 'cause he's been on the job too long. They went home in black and they'll be back wearing red, slipping and a-sliding, shuffling down the street in their big Mother Hubbards and their stocking feet. He been on the job too long. Oh, Brady, 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 you know you done wrong. breaking in here while this game's going on. Busting down the window and tearing down the door. Now you're lying dead on my barroom floor. You just been on the job too long. Twinkle, twinkle on his chest a star. Along comes Brady in his electric car. Got a mean look right there in his eye. Gonna shoot somebody just to watch him die. Oh, he been on the job too long. He been on the job too long.
Real nice, Mike.
Very nice.
Really, really nice.
Love it.
I would credit the author, but the author is unknown. All right, so I'm going to switch out on guitars here. And same maker, different model. And there we go. Got my fingers on. Got my guitar behind me, and now it's in front of me. And I shall bring up my lyrics. This one's original. This one's mine, and this is one of the, I don't know, several at least songs that I have where I woke up with it in my head. You know. All right, here we go. Well, I hear your lovely sentiments, so beautifully rhymed and so well meant, with a melody so sweet and strong. But can you live up to your love song? Can you live up to the words you sing? Can you keep all the pretty promises you bring? Can you live them out for a whole life long? Can you live it up to your love song? Everybody likes to hear of a love for all time, outlasting every mountain and a joy sublime, happiness where nothing goes wrong. But can you live up to your love song? Try as we might, the world steps in. Everybody slips, everybody sins. We hope to keep love perfect all along, but no one can live up to your love song. With all this said, it's still worth a try. Keep returning to your love till the day you die. Hold your heart out to whom you belong. Live up over and over to your love song. Live up each next moment to your love song. Live up forever to your love song.
Beautiful, Mike.
Yeah, beautiful.
Aw, that's so sweet. Beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Mike. All right, Robert, don't go easy on him. He's one of us. Go for it.
Yeah, he knows where I live, I think.
Yes, I do.
Lovely, lovely, both of them. So is the Murder Ballad, was that on the Harry Smith anthology? Did you grab it off there, or was it from somewhere else?
No, I learned that one when I was about 4 or 5 years old, sitting out on the porch playing with my relatives.
Came to it honestly.
There are lots of interpretations of it that have been done. I don't know if it's in Harry Smith.
I don't remember it there, but I haven't memorized the entire set.
The guy's name begins with L. His collection, it's in that one. And then it's there's a Smithsonian recordings series of just murder ballads, which they apparently don't have anymore. I tried to send someone there to get one. They said, nope, don't have those anymore. But it was in that, with a different melody and a very different playing style, very much more similar to Huddie Ledbetter's version of it. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on the Smithsonian collections and see that they're not too heavily edited.
Yeah, that's right.
In the next few months.
That's right.
The love song is nice too. It's hard to write a love song without becoming sappy and or dipping too far into the cliches until you start at the beginning and then you're done. But yours is very nice. I like the
I have to credit my wife. She was commenting about the Rockies will crumble, Gibraltar will tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. Right? She was talking about that particular song, and she talked about standards in general, which she has to put up with listening to a lot of them. And she said, it's like no one can live up to that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then while I was sleeping, the bell went off. Ding.
Yeah, one has to be ready at any moment to catch it and then
right. Jump
write
up
it
and
down.
get up to the typing machine.
Right, exactly that. How do you like the guitars?
I like them a lot. I am a big fan. They are both Dandy hybrid guitars, and they are made by Capo Dave Williams.
Yes.
None other than he. There's his label inside of it. This is a dreadnought sized one, and has the what I call his Type B string suspension system on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a triple O, although the keen-eyed among you will immediately say that the bout relationship is a little more like an O, but its overall lower bout size is like an OM or a triple O.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again you can see the Dandy label inside there, and they are a thing that one can purchase. And if you go on dandyguitars.com or search on Dandy Guitars, you can find them, and they're lovely and they're wonderful. The OM has got more bells to it, but the dreadnought-sized ones are. I played at a jam session yesterday afternoon and evening, and a guy that you see on here a good deal named Andy Karn was there as well, and so we were kind of sitting next to each other and playing these two, and trying not to drown out everybody else. But the two of them sound very good together, and so we're going to work on putting together I guess, some recordings or maybe even a video of these guitars being played with the help of Mr. Robert Edgar, who's now interviewing me. Yes.
Nice of him. That's great. I've been as you know, playing with Cap and recording a few of his songs in the studio. So it's been a nice 2 weeks working with him and getting some nice original songs recorded and out there.
He's talking about Cap Wilhelm Safian, who's one of the a guy you can hear around here at the new No Kings rallies. A lot of his music is very politically and culturally centered stuff. Yeah.
Well, he majored in history, which is something that he brings out, and he is.
Me too.
Did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Ancient history.
Ancient history.
But everything ancient is new again.
Yeah. You just have to wait. It's kind of like octaves. Mike, I look forward to recording with you, and we'll set something up. Please just send me an email, and we'll get that.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be invited back. Thank you very much.
Well, I look forward to that, and thanks. It's lovely hearing you always.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's always a pleasure to have our staff, our people who work behind the scenes. We get to see them in front of the mic, in the spotlight. It's wonderful. And he gave a great segue into our mid-show break. So it's time to, give a little stretch. We're already halfway through the night. And Mike was talking about those dandy guitars. But what he might have not have mentioned is that there's actually going to be a free guitar for one of us, somebody who has been on the show, both performers and volunteer hosts alike. They get a ticket dropped in the fishbowl that our very own Capo Dave has for the annual drawing for one of Capo Dave's Dandy Hybrid guitars. As for what a Dandy Hybrid exactly is, it is an acoustic guitar, but it is unique in its design because it projects its distinctive sound at a considerably higher volume than other flat top guitars. Capo Dave can give you a little bit more detail about it.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, but what a pleasure to hear Mike playing my guitars. I'm telling you, I'm just so proud to have someone that good playing one of my guitars. And I don't know if he makes them look better than they are or what it is. I don't know, but thank you very much, Mike, for that. Anyway, yeah, we'll be giving away another dandy guitar. This will be the third one I've given away. And the drawing is going to be December 21st. So anybody who appears on the show or helps with hosting or whatever on the show gets a ticket in the fishbowl every time. Here's the tickets for tonight are going to go in. So everyone, good luck on that. And I always like to talk a little bit about the guitars. I love building the guitars, but I hate selling stuff. Marketing is just, but I enjoy talking about guitars, and I really believe in that these guitars are in a good place. So I always take a minute to tell you a little bit about them. When I started doing this, now it's my 5th year of building these things, procuring material and what have you, I found out early on that necks of guitars, your production guitars, Taylor, Martin, Gibson, Guild, the necks are glued together. There's 3 or 4 pieces glued together to make a neck on production guitars. And I found out that finer guitars have a single piece of wood for the neck. So early on, I decided, I'm going to always do it that way. So I stubbornly cling to that. And I just happened to have occasion to have the 4 stages of a neck right here in front of me. And I would show you, this is a billet of mahogany. Porterson, AAA, #1 grade mahogany. And
hey, Dave, we couldn't hear the bell-like tones of the billet because no original sound is on.
Oh, well, never mind. Anyway, that's the way I get the billet. It's mahogany or Spanish cedar, one single piece of wood, no glue joints. And then what happens is that piece of wood gets divided goes through this stage. Okay. And then, look at what was inside of that block of wood. But you wouldn't be real comfortable playing that, right? With the sharp edges and everything. So then, of course, voila, comes to right. And it's an ebony fretboard and it's hand radiused, very tight radius at the bottom. My fingerboards don't spread out as much as production flat top fingerboards. It's tighter all the way down. And it has 0 fret. That means that there's no nut, that the strings are in a guide that pass over a fret that's called 0 fret. So playing the guitar, it always feels like there's a capo on the guitar. The action is always very, very low. So that is my little spiel for tonight, a little bit about a dandy guitar. So everyone, good luck in the drawing. I hope you all can win somehow. And there will always be second prize, which is going to be the steak knives again this year. So
All right.
don't worry about that.
So exciting. Thank you, Dave. I love hearing about all the details that go into the guitar. It's easy to forget that sometimes it's like, oh, it's this instrument that I play. It's got strings, it's made of wood. And it's like, there's so much detail that goes into it. It's fascinating. And we'll see who gets the guitar this year. And if you're interested in learning more about the dandy guitars, there is going to be a link down at the bottom of the Open Mic America homepage. And if you're interested in volunteering or playing on Open Mic America, we have an auditions page. We have a volunteer page. Like, let us know. But for now, I think that was enough of a stretch break. Is everybody ready to get back into it? I see our next performer is raring to go. We are going all the way to Boulder, Colorado to visit Marilyn Walker, the one and only who performs on the Roots Music Project in Boulder. And tonight we get to hear her live. So it's all yours, Marilyn. Take it away.
Thank you. Not so far from Boulder for me, anyway. All right, I'm going to play a couple of, I'm a songwriter, much more of a songwriter than a guitarist, so impressed by all y'all. But a couple of my bilingual songs, and I'll talk about at the end of it how that came about. This is called Sophia. The cactus were in bloom and the desert was on fire when Sophia set out for the border. With a note pinned in her coat and a single change of clothes to join her mother who had gone ahead before her. Her abuelo said to Paolo, she is tall for her age. I have taught her the ways of the land. She runs like a rabbit, she hides like a mouse. Here's something extra to meet your demand. Sophia, solita, little girl, alone. Sophia, solita, pray the coyotes guide you safe to your new home. 2 months of long, dusty, dirty days, La Linea was almost in sight. The final stretch across desert mountains, they would move silently at night. Paolo's foot went in a hole just before dawn. His ankle could carry no weight. told the others to go on. He pointed to the north. A few more hours to a fence, don't use a gate. Sophia, Solita, little girl, alone. Sophia, Solita, pray the coyotes guide you safe to your new home. The helicopter seemed to come from nowhere. The group scattered and dropped their packs. Sophia heard the voice of her abuelo. Run, Sophia, run. Don't look back. Sophia felt the heat of the coming day. Her cheek lay in the dirt, her mouth so dry she could not cry. She heard a whisper, it's a little girl. Sophia, Solita, little girl, alone. Sophia, Solita, pray the coyotes guide you safe to your new home. Soft bed water lifted to her lips, gentle hands removed her coat. By the bed, Sophia saw a woman, in the woman's hands the note. Concédale a esta niña un paso seguro. Manténla abrigada y lejos del daño. Ella es mi Sofía, ella es mi corazón. Grant this child safe passage, keep her warm and far from harm. She is my Sophia, she is my heart. Then a faded phone number, almost torn apart. Pancakes, bacon, butter and syrup. Sophia clean in the woman's pajamas. At the door a soft knock, the woman turned the lock. Sophia, Sophia, Mama.
Oh,
Very nice.
beautiful.
Very winning, Marilyn.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Poignant.
All right, now I have a palate cleanser from northern New Mexico. I'll tell about that story in a minute, how that came about. Along the Rio Pueblo, northern New Mexico, there is a ranchito in the shadow of the Sangre de Cristo. Coyotes calling in the dawn, cattle lowing all day long. Ay, 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 ay. My ranchito is calling me. Ay, 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 ay. My ranchito is where I'm free. My grandfather was born here this land, under these endless skies. Ay, 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 ay. My ranchito is calling me. Ay, 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 ay. My ranchito is where I'm free. Junto a Rio Pueblo, Norte Nuevo Mexico, hay un ranchito en la sombra de la sangre de Cristo. Coyotes marcan llamando, este su corazón. Vacas cantando una dulce canción. Ay, 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 ay. Y mi ranchito, mi nombre me dice. Ay, 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 ay. Y mi ranchito es donde soy libre. Ay, 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 ay. Y my ranchito is calling me. Ay, 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 ay. Y my ranchito is where I'm free. My ranchito is where I'll be. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so fun. Do appreciate that palate cleanser. Oh, both of those songs are so good, and I'm ready to learn more about them. So, Robert, interview away.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hi.
Thanks. Thank you for the songs. Those are
Yeah.
lovely and timely and timeless. That's
Thank
a
you.
nice combination. So please tell us a little about it. As you
Sure.
said.
So I actually, my son fell in love with a woman from San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, and they live there, actually way out in the on a little ranchito. But actually, the ranchito song came from some friends of mine who needed a refuge, and they found Taos, and they always let me come, and I would kind of use their place as my refuge too, and both of the songs, most of my songs, I don't write the songs, I write them down. And I know that I wanted to give my friends, my New Mexican friends, that was the older song. I wanted to give them a gift of something. And I was walking along the Rio Pueblo, which runs along the back of their property. And there it was along the Rio Pueblo. And it's a traditional Hispanic community, Los Cordovos it's called, and people have lived there for generations. And I love it that in Taos the grocery stores are all bilingual. It's such a mixed Pueblo Indian and the Navajo and white artists, a lot of artists and people searching for refuge, and then this Hispanic community that's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, because it was part of Mexico, of course, at one time, and then. The other song, the Sophia song is new. This was my first performance of it, so I appreciate that. It was sort of channeled. I went into our neighborhood in this rural community in Mexico, and the desert was on fire, which I didn't know could happen, but it can. And there were people fleeing. There was this woman fleeing on foot. And so everybody got busy with the fire. I got kind of forgotten, and I looked around and I said, the cactus were in bloom and the desert was on fire. And then I heard, and Sophia set out for the border. And I thought, okay, I'll tell. And it took me a while for the song to come to me. But So I'm very influenced. I hear the mariachi bands down there, and I've always had a big Caribbean influence on my music from my childhood in South Florida.
Oh,
And now to kind of add this Latin sound to it, I've loved that. And it's not all I write all kinds of music, but I'm sort of particularly in love with those right now.
yes, yes. Yeah, Caribbean and Mexican, and that's a lovely a blend to play with,
Yeah,
to bring
yeah,
that. Yes, so many people who focus on having one culture. It's like these are people who must dream in black and white. Uh, where's the color that one finds? And do you know more than primary colors? Well, how about secondary? Well, how about tertiary? How about blends? There's so much of life if you had just black and white. I mean, the tastes aren't very good there either. I don't understand people who don't like blends of color.
a lot to be said there right now, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
as I
yeah,
say, it's both timeless and timely,
yeah,
and it's unfortunate that it's timeless, and of course for us, it's unfortunate that it's timely.
right.
Uh, but that's what we got right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Um, do you sing your songs out? Are there places around?
I do some, I write a lot, and I would say write lot, play little. I would like to play more. I actually just hired somebody to help me get organized so I can so I'm working on my second and third albums kind of simultaneously. Just trying to get a lot of my music actually out onto the interwebs. And, and I play around. I open sometimes, or I do bigger shows, put them together, or play in the round shows and things at various places around here. And I produce shows. I actually produce benefit shows for a lot of different things through a nonprofit that I run called Connected by Music. It's all about connecting musicians and their causes and passions. So
Oh, lovely.
I'm a busy lady.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
that you're busy with such things. Thank you, Marilyn, for being here and sharing this with us, and good luck, and please
Thank you.
continue.
Appreciate this opportunity.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, Marilyn. It's always great to hear the passions and the dreams that inspire everybody and the causes that we champion. That's the other great part of music, is that it's not just entertainment. It's real. It's full of heart. It's full of soul. And we're gonna hear someone else share their dreams and their drive with us, all the way from Los Angeles, California. That's right, it's Tracy Newman. You are on stage now. She plays at the Fiddler's Crossing, and tonight she plays for us. So Tracy, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to gallery view because I can't stand to have my face so big here. This first song is from one of my children's albums. I do kids albums as well as adult stuff. And after I wrote this, I realized it's not really for kids. But anyway, you can be the judge of that. Sticky little lollipop on the kitchen table. Promise I will pick it up as soon as I am able. But my hands are sticky too with sticky cherry lolly goo. Now it's on the kitten who's curled up in daddy's shoe. Everything you do lives on after you. Everything you do will follow you. Oh, Sticky goes from one thing to another, from kitty to the tippy toes of my baby brother. Now it's on the railing that goes around the playpen. Mommy barely touched it, now it's on her apron. Everything you do lives on after you. Everything you do will follow you. Everybody. Oh, 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 oh. Sticky, 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 it is so sticky wicky. Look how sticky, sticky wicky it is. Sticky, 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 it is so sticky wicky. Look how sticky, sticky wicky it is. Mommy found the sucker stuck to the refrigerator. She got mad, but Daddy said she'd laugh about it later. But the evidence remains on every single surface. Daddy says it's okay, sticky stuff won't hurt us. Mommy says it brings the bugs. Daddy says he'll clean it. Then he gives my mom a hug, and I get in between it. Everything you do lives on after you. Everything you do will follow you. Oh, oh,
Oh, yeah.
What a great song. Wow.
Oh, I want to hear that song at a bar. Just hear a whole bunch of people going sticky wicky, sticky wicky.
So this is, I wrote this when my favorite country artist was still alive. He is no longer, but this is about him. Or, well, you know, you'll figure it out. I work the night shift, he's here now and then. He orders coffee and takes out a pen. I offer him paper, no, this napkin is fine, says the man. At table 9, he asks me my age. I'm 21. He smiles and says, how'd you get to be so young? I call him a flirt. He calls me sunshine. The man at table 9. Table 9's in the back by the payphone. There's always somebody whispering to me. You know you're waiting on the Okie from Muskogee. I don't know or even ask what that means. He just looks like a cowboy, kinda haggard and gray. They say he's a singer, folks pay him to play. But I can't imagine standing in line to see the man from table 9. I used to have a band. One rainy night, he comes in with the guitar. Somebody asks him to play us a tune. We pull down the shades and gather around him. He sings until almost 2. And when he's done, I bring him some pie. I say it's on me for that song Mama tried. I ask, did you write it? He says, every line. I hand him a napkin and ask him to sign. And when I get home, I'm gonna find him online. The man at table 9. Down, 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 down.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Cool.
Oh, I love those added sound effects. Fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Robert, she's all yours.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
Lovely couple songs.
Thank you.
Is the second one actual?
You mean a true story?
Yes.
No. No, my plumber was working for me one day, and he told me that he was at Norm's, which is a popular sort of terrible diner here in LA, and he was there at midnight, and he walked in, and Merle Haggard was sitting there by himself. And, you know, a plumber, first of all, he's a man, and he's also somebody who was probably in his 50s or 60s at the time, went over and introduced himself, and they sat down and talked to him for an hour. And I remember thinking, well, man, even if I went into Norm's at midnight, that would never happen for me because it'd be too weird. I mean, I might get his autograph or something, but I wouldn't be able to sit down with him for an hour. It'd be too creepy. So, you know, or it'd be too forward, or I'm not sure what the word is, but you know what I mean. It's just because I was a woman, I was jealous. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to write a song about meeting him.
It just seems so natural. So natural.
I wish that I was 21 and a waitress and Merle Haggard came in. That would be nice.
The first song on Sticky, I love it. First of all, it reminds me of having young children myself, and how when they come through, you experience things for the first time for the second time.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put that.
And being able to pull symbols and metaphor from the concrete is what we all hope to do as songwriters. I think, at least for me, I certainly have that as a goal.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I write, I can't get that concrete. My words, something about it, my experience doesn't quite get there, and I move toward it, but something, and it keeps the song from being, I think, authentic. And,
well, it's hard to keep it linear, you know, and something you can understand. Mm-hmm. I think that it can tend to go into this sort of mystifying kind of unclear, and this. It's just a pleasure when it happens where it's really clear. And that was one of those moments for me.
Oh, I love the line, was it, the sticky lives on after you, how these things live on after you.
Everything you do lives on after you.
Yeah, and the idea of stickiness, well, of course, that's the essence of something living on.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and it could be negative too. I mean,
Yeah.
many times that's what it is.
Well,
That's why I
yes,
ended it with a hug and the child getting in between it, because I wanted that positive thing to be there too.
yes, it can be ominous to think that everything you do is going to live on. And so, can't I erase a couple of these? You know, this one
right, exactly.
it wasn't really my fault. This one kind of came in, so maybe that one could be forgotten in the long track of time. So where are you playing in the area? I see a number of cases that look like
Oh
they
yeah.
have different guitars in them.
Well, I play a lot of the places in LA have closed because I played at all of them. The most recent gig was probably Boulevard Music, and before that was McCabe's. But before that, the Coffee Gallery, the Talking Stick, all these places that have closed that were just the right size. Like 50 or 60 people, which is really you can do that all the time. You can't play McCabe's all the time. It's like 120 people. It's too hard to drum it up.
So you're finding the smaller places in LA are drying up.
Yeah, there are some in the outlying areas, but it's as I get older, I don't want to do it that much.
Yeah. Well, what are you spending more time writing then, and less time
I
performing?
can't tell you. I don't know what I'm doing because I'm certainly not writing. No, I haven't been writing.
No.
I'm walking a lot.
Yeah. Well, walking is good.
Yeah.
It's good for body, good for mind and soul, and the soles of your feet, I guess. Lovely to have you on, and I really enjoyed both of your songs very much.
Thank you so much. This was a
Tracy.
pleasure.
Yeah, it is a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Those were some wonderful songs. And can you believe it, everybody? We've only got 2 more performers left. But don't worry, this night of music is not over yet, because first we've got to go all the way to Connecticut, Thompson, Connecticut, in fact, to see Tom Maynard. And he performs at the Parish Center for the Arts in Westford, Massachusetts, and also at the hybrid open mic, the Ellen Schmidt open mic, which is in Boxborough, Massachusetts, and on Zoom. And there's also the Catbird Cafe virtual open mic and the Roslindale virtual open mic. So you can see him all over the place. And Tom, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, it's yours.
Thank you so much, Laura. I can't sit through one of these groups without calling out the folks who put it on. We really, as musicians, we really appreciate the opportunity to be able to perform for you all, and this venue, Open Mic America, and others are just so. They're lifesavers, in a storm of all that's going on in the world today, right? So I'm just so grateful for that. Thank you so much to Capo Dave and Mike and Laura and Robert and all the others who do these things, because, man, where would we be without it? Gosh. Just have a new CD out, but I'm actually going to do a couple songs from my old CD, the one that started it all back in 2006. And I won't say much about them. I'll just jump into them. This is called Green Dress. I'm going to put on my camera, though, because I see Bunny leaning in because she wants to see what's going on. And I keep forgetting to turn on the guitar cam, which at the moment is facing down, and there we go.
Ooh.
There we go, a little fancy stuff going on. Green Dress. summer evening enfolds you. Early fall's breezes blow free. I hear you singing, it's soaring and winging, oh you, in your green dress. How deeply the spirit enfolds you. Its light shining clear in your eyes. Your body is swaying, the music is praying, oh you, in your green dress. Gently the time goes soft as a lullaby. A rainbow of light runs between us. It has no beginning or end. Love's light shines around you, its colors surround you, oh you, in your green dress. Gently the time goes soft as a lullaby. Gently the time goes soft as a lullaby.
Beautiful.
All right.
Lovely stuff, Tom.
Beautiful.
Nice, Tom.
Thank you. Yeah, so that I wrote that song because, well, I wrote that for my wife. I'll leave it at that, and if we want to talk about it later, we can. This song came about because of my wife's love of thunderstorms and the feeling of being, in the middle of a long stretch of heat, but hearing the thunder in the distance, like 3 o'clock in the morning. She loves the thunder. Rain on the roof in the hour of the wolf. She feels a relief sublime. Sleep hides from view, a rumble begins anew. She has no thought for the time, and she loves the thunder and the rain pouring down. The sky splits asunder, and she loves the sound. Oppressive heat with no sign of relief. The air is stifling and close. Nowhere to turn, while inside she burns till she's just ashes and ghost. And she loves the thunder rain pouring down. She can't help but wonder, is a change coming round? On the feathered edge of perception, called forth by aching need, an answer echoes a reflection, the voice of passion freed. Blanket or sheet, just the darkness and heat. A film of sweat, her only dress. Skin kissed by breeze, she feels a shiver, a tease. The flash sees nature's caress, and she loves the thunder. Vast rolling tide, the spell that she's under comes from somewhere deep inside, and she loves the thunder and the rain pouring down. The sky splits asunder, and she loves the sound. The sky splits asunder, and she loves the sound.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ah, I can tell the emotions behind that. That's beautiful. All right,
Thanks so
Robert, it's all you.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Robert.
Nice playing. Nice,
Thank you.
Very nice songs. Green Dress, I noted in there that the term, that most of the song is built on rhymes, but the title Green Dress is never rhymed, but it repeats. So
That's right, yeah.
It's a different method of bringing something out into the foreground from the rhyme with the repetition, but no rhyme in it itself. That's a nice method.
Thank you. Yeah, I tend to go for sort of non-standard, templates, song templates. I'm not one for, like I say, not the standard stuff is not something that really interests me a whole lot. But I'm experimenting is something I try to do. That's an old song for me, though. So
yeah, what's the story behind it then?
So I was at the Boston Folk Festival with my wife, and we took a break from the music to visit the vendors' stalls. And she found this green dress, this tie-dyed green dress that she really fell in love with. So we bought it and she put it on, and we went back to listening to the music. So the images that are in it of her singing and dancing and under the late summer evening sky, was just that's what moved me to write it.
Yeah, sometimes when I write, it's event-based and place-based, of course. And when I'm writing, I go back and essentially look at the event or hear the event or sometimes smell it, and draw from that and bring that out to the line. And the songwriting process itself can make my past more meaningful because I can do that and bring it out afresh in a new way.
Yeah, I agree. That is as a songwriter, that is one of the perks, I guess.
Yes.
The rewards you get from writing is this being able to sit in and revisit and really steep yourself in it. There's a song that I've written recently from my latest album that was came out of an exercise of sort of long form stream of consciousness writing, and I don't know that if I hadn't been able to sort of go back to the place and write from that place of experience, I don't know. I mean, that song wouldn't exist. So, but when I play it, I feel it because it's real for me.
Yeah, it's something that a songwriter can have that someone who is a song consumer wouldn't have. They may have their own resonant history that it plays in that way, but the very personal way that a songwriter can examine the meaning of their own past is something that I think draws many of us to this form.
I agree for sure.
And the thunder, another song about being in the middle of a storm. Although for hearing thunder, one might be a ways away, so it doesn't have to be in the middle of the storm for that.
Right, and in some ways, that song is about. It isn't about being in the middle of the storm. It's being on the edge of it, and the anticipation, and then, the first moments of it sort of wrapping around you.
Yes,
and
the
my,
way
my vision of this is somebody lying in their bed, with the windows open, but it's much more anticipatory than it is, the last moments are the place where it comes to fruition. So
I believe I heard the phrase for inside ashes and ghosts. Did I get that?
Excuse me. Yes. The line is, inside she burns till she's just ashes and ghost. And I don't know where that line came from. That's one of those things where I wrote it down and then I looked at it and said, my God, that's a kind of a really interesting.
It is. It's gorgeous. It caught me, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It strikes me that rather than being in the middle of the storm, in this case, you've written it so the storm is in the middle of the person.
Yeah, well, sure, that's there too, for sure. Yeah.
Lovely flip on that. And let me ask you where you're playing around. You may have.
Lately, this is the season for things like porch fests and all up here in the Northeast, and so I'm, all this month I'm doing a porch fest per weekend. There's a Chester Music Festival coming up, Chester, Connecticut, in a couple weeks. It gets kind of quiet after that, and then it'll be mostly open mics and this kind of thing. But over this next month, it's pretty intense. There's also this thing called the International Singer-Songwriters Association, and I belong to the Boston Northeast chapter of that. And we do songwriter showcases around the area. So there's a regular one that happens quarterly in Worcester at the Hotel Vernon, the Ship Room at the Hotel Vernon. And then there's another one happening at the Oaks Ames Hall in Northeaston. And that's happening, I think, fairly regularly too, maybe quarterly. So I've been very involved in those where you get 4 singer-songwriters and then you do a round-robin kind of thing.
Those are great.
So Not so much, feature sets in places. I don't tend to play out at bars or restaurants or anything like that. But I'm hoping to do more stuff as time goes on. I've come to performing sort of later in my life. I've been writing and performing for a long time, but I was in a band for 10 years. But as a solo act, I've just sort of come back to it again after the pandemic. So.
Oh, well, lovely. I enjoyed. It was a lovely evening of songs. I enjoyed yours very much, as I've enjoyed all of them tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert.
And please come again.
I will.
Thank you so much, Tom. It was wonderful to hear you play. Always is, and I'm sure always will be. All right, everyone. It is time. Don't be sad yet. There's one more performer. That's right. We don't have to stop. We've got another person for you. And I am excited to go to Maryland, Columbia, Maryland, to visit Joseph Isaacs. And he plays at Rob's Virtual Open Mic, which happens on Monday nights. He said it's a fun one, so we're going to have to check that one out. But for now, Joseph, let's hear it.
Hey, everyone's been fantastic. This has been great. All right, I'm going to jump right into it. When you're low, nothing seems to go. When you're low, nothing seems to flow. Can't smell a flower's sweet perfume. Can't see the beauty of the moon. Can't feel an ocean's salty breeze. Can't feel the sand beneath your feet. The waves, they only drag you down. Into their wake you're gonna drown as they drag you deep below. When you're low, when you're low, feel like you're on remote control. When you're low, so something sucking your soul. But when you're high, everything seems to fly. When you're high, everything rushing by, everything moving way too fast, rushing by you in a blast. Soon it'll knock you on your ass, and then you'll be low, stuck in a great big hole. When you're low, you don't know where to go. But when you fly, you can't feel all that. When you fly, everything's just status quo. Better to be a little bit high and then a little bit low, like, but mostly steady as you go, like a raft on a river flows. Better to be a little bit high than a little bit low, but mostly steady as you go, like the way a raft on the river flows. You gotta catch that flow, flow, gotta flow, I gotta flow.
Nice job.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Grooving so much, I barely was able to unmute. That was fun.
Thank you so much. This one is kind of a fun one because it's always a little bit different. You'll see what I mean. I still got this moment. I still got the suns shining down through the leaves and the trees, casting shadows on the grass and the gaps in the fence, with the vines creeping through. I still got these hands to play these chords, to strike these notes. Am I playing them or are they playing me and making me ring? I still got this fear eating away at my heart, but I'm putting it aside for a moment so we can be right where we are. I still got this mouth, it gets me in trouble, speaking out for those in power who are being so cruel to those who don't have, for no other reason than they seem to get off on it. It's just so unreal. I still got these feet. I can walk for miles round this lake with the egrets and the trees bowing down into the water and the sun setting low, casting purples and reds, and I can still smile. I still got these lungs. I still got this miracle of life, thanks to a meteor that came through space billions of years ago, burying nucleotides and amino acids, crashing into a hydrothermic vent, letting us all be alive. I still got these good people all around me, people who are kind and considerate and true, and yes, I mean you. I still got this moment. I still got September 7th. I still got Open Mic America, where all these kind hosts are coming on, doing engineering and sound checks and spending their time so we can feel something. I still got this love. I still seem to care, and it's making me dare to be here and to speak up for those who can't be. I still got this moment. Thank
That's
you very
awesome,
much.
Joe.
Gosh,
Love that
Sean.
one.
You gotta admit, there's not two songs like that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
All right, our final interview of the night. Robert, take it away.
Lovely. So you've really defined our status for tonight. This is two songs about how things are, and either when you're low or when it's now.
Yeah. Actually, that was funny because somebody played a song earlier about being sort of on a raft on a river. So I was like, "What's the chance of that?" And so, yeah, I feel like that metaphor. I hope it comes across because I feel like people sometimes can go super high and super low. And like either way, it's just kind of like it's all part of the same thing, right? You're going to go up high, so it has to come down. And like, that river and that flowing on the river, I love that feeling of that gentle current sort of pulling at us. And I think we respond to that because it's sort of like the state that we need to be in to be content. So.
Oh yes, absolutely. I when I listen to Hawaiian music,
Mm,
I feel the ebb and flow
mm,
of each wave as
mhm,
the music goes on. This isn't accidental.
mm, mhm.
I mean, I like New York City too, but it's not this rhythm and pull and
Mhm.
release. You know,
Right.
it's a different one.
Yeah, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. It's like the ocean's almost in that style of music, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Um, and it's interesting because as you pull yourself into the present and try to
Mhm.
describe it, you're pulling into some rhythm in itself. So do you always improvise at least a verse of the last one?
Yeah, yeah. That one has to have some improvisation in it. Like I kind of set it as like a standard for myself to have that being a little different each time because it seems like that's what that song is, right? It's about being in the moment. So and like the frame is there, and I've done do that with other songs too. I'll have like the frame, and then there'll be a little bit where I'll improvise on, and I kind of like that, I guess, because I feel like what's live music to me? It's like being there in that moment. You can listen. You can't get that on a CD. That's something that's only going to happen at that one moment in time. And like if you listen to the radio, that's great too. Um, but here's something. Here's a reason to go out and hear some live music because this is going to be for you. And this is going to be this unique opportunity to
Yes,
connect.
right. And if someone improvises a riff, if they improvise, a
Mm-hmm.
melody or something like that, you can hear it. But when you come at it with the lyrics, you can get there too, and that's it's almost as coming up for breath at the surface of the water, and then going
Mm-hmm.
down into back into the song rhythm
Mm-hmm.
is there. So good.
Yeah, yeah, and like I've done that at open mics, and like, I really see people like perk up, when I like do the improvisational part. Like it's a sort of like, I don't know, it's something about it. People have a little bit of I think, a hunger for that. So I think it's to me, like we're all here together, right? Music is about community in a lot of ways, and sort of the give and take, and that's kind of what it's about for me. It's like I can, play a song in isolation in my room here, and it's almost a little bit like maybe an incubator. But if I never gets out of that, then it can become like a coffin for me. Like I feel like I need for that song to connect with other people and to see how other people respond to it, for that song to be alive rather than just like an exercise.
Well, absolutely. It reminds me, media theorist Marshall McLuhan said that a medium is really a surface. And what happens here when you do that is you bring your song to a surface that all of us are sharing at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
We all
Mm-hmm.
share that surface. You bring through it, we see you come through it, and then maybe back to previously composed parts. But for a moment, we all share that surface in time, which is amazing.
Yeah, and I'll say one more thing about that. Like, there's so much anxiety and angst, and like the news is like really stressful for a lot of people right now. Just seeing what's going on in the world, and it's just being in the moment and is like kind of the opposite of looking at the whole world and everything that's going wrong, and it can be like a little break from that, as I allude to in that song. I'm going to be, at the sphere, but I'm going to put it aside for the moment and just be right here, right now, because we don't need to live in that fear. That's not going to do anybody any good for us to be living in that fear. We need to acknowledge what's going on around us and that it's not okay, but we also need to take breaks from it for our own mental sanity and for those around us who need that too. And that's part of like going out to these open mics and sharing some of these songs. It's a mental health exercise in a lot of ways because we all really need this right now. For it's part of the balance that we need.
Yes, absolutely. The more exercise our mental health has right now, the better it is for facing those things that has exercises that are not mental health. Joseph, thank you for playing and talking, and it's very nice to share this moment.
It's a real pleasure. This is a really special place. It's because of all the love you guys put into it and all the work. And I know Dave has been doing this for years, and Laura and Mike, and thank you. And it's just really, really a treat. And I know that you guys are all busy with lots of things to do, and you can be, have a big to-do list, and you took time to do this. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you, everyone, for such an amazing night of music. And to everybody who's watching out there, we hope we leave you inspired to go out and visit your own local open mic. I guarantee you there's one out there. You can also check our website, openmicamerica.com, for a list of all the open mics that were mentioned here tonight and ones that have been mentioned in the past. We've had people from all over the United States, and they've mentioned open mics and a whole bunch of states, so definitely check those out. But for now, I want to go ahead and thank all of our wonderful performers. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tom. And thank you, Joseph. It has been such a pleasure to hear all of your wonderful songs. And of course, thank you to Robert and Dave for helping me get this show running tonight. We wouldn't have been able to see or hear anything without Dave. We wouldn't have learned nearly all the amazing things that we did tonight without Robert. It has been wonderful. And of course, thanks to everybody who is watching this either live or watching it somewhere in the future, rewatching it. Thank you. Remember, also check our website again. That's openmicamerica.com for links to all of the performers and any of their socials or their websites that they have given to us. And you can also find archives of all of our past shows and our past performers. And of course, if you like this show, please don't keep it a secret. Spread the word. Do it with social media. Do it with the word of mouth. You can head to the Green Room section of our website to print your own poster with our logo. You can order a t-shirt with the logo on it. And of course, once again, please check out your local open mics. We have a local open mics tab on the website for you. And don't be afraid, because we're going to be coming back for you. This isn't the end. We are here the first and third Sundays every month. Our next performance is going to be on September 21st. Stay tuned for the next full lineup. You can find it, you guessed it, on our website, openmicamerica.com. And everybody's on mute, so it is time to say good night. Thank you, everyone, and good night, America.